back to Make and Break. It's been a hot minute since we've done anything. It's been a crazy week. There's been a lot going on, but we're back, and I'm here today to make a little crown. We're gonna be making a little crown today. We got Simo in the chat. We are always grateful to have Simo. Simo is our best man here at this crowning, and yeah, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some music as per the norm. Pretty close to getting some new music on the stream, but I'm just kind of taking our time with it. Copyright is a hell of a thing, and it probably won't be a big deal with how small the operation is going right now, but it's not something I want to play with. People are nuts. Ever since Twitch released that email, everyone's been going crazy. So anyway, we got a crown. We're making a crown here today. I haven't touched Blender in about 3 days, which in the grand scheme of things probably isn't too much, but for me, that feels like a long time. It just feels weird. I feel a little off. So I'm going to try and just zone in and do it correctly. That being said, I'm going to start off by trying to play a little smart here. So we're making a crown. There's a very specific kind of crown that I want to make. And in order to make this crown, I got to do a little bit of math. So, everything needs to be divisions of 8. So we're going to make 40. We're going to say that there's 40 faces on here. And we'll kind of go from here. So, I've been saying that I'm making a crown. I'm not exactly making a crown. I'm more so making a laurel, which is like those leaf crowns that you see in ancient Greece. And even more so, I'm making a band because I want it to go on arms and legs and all sorts of places. So it's more of a piece of jewelry than it's going to be a crown, but a crown's an easy way just to say it. So I said crown, and I'll stick to it. It's a crown for the most part. But it might not exactly be a crown. Alright, so we're here. I'm going to go ahead and push everything out. I got a little sick over the weekend. The pollen has been crazy in Florida right now, and it's just been killing me. So I'm just kind of feeling the effects of that. So if I'm a little sniffly, my apologies. I'm hoping it doesn't affect the stream too much. Alright, so what do we got here? We got... Somehow this doesn't work. Divisions of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. Divisions of 8. I'm already confused. There should be an odd face right here. If I wanted to cut this in a very particular way... something messed up. Okay, so the thought process for me was I was going to make 8 faces, and I was going to cut them. What the heck? What is wrong? Okay, you know what? I'm going to just go for it. Whatever. Something got messed up, but I think we can work around it. If everything's wrong, it's because I did my math wrong, and, you know, what else is new? But I think this should be fine. So, let's go for it. I'm going to grab these 2 faces, and we're going to scooch them on down. And we're going to proportion that using a smooth. That's pretty good looking. 1.8. No, I actually like the way that other one looked. 1.6. There we go. So that looks about right to me. Okay, so this is going to be our crown laurel sort of thing. So, let's go for it. So, I got this, like, spiky guy. It's not a perfect reference. It can't be splayed out like this. It has to go straight up and down. Because if you lay it against your arm and it's splayed out like that, you're only going to stab yourself. So, I gotta really straighten out these spires. And I gotta figure out where to put jewels, because we're going to put jewels on this thing later. Actually, the jewels ended up on the wrong layer. There we go. So I just got to figure out how I'm doing all this. So first things first, let's make this into the actual shape we want, and then we'll kind of jump back and start thinking about things a little bit more. So I want us to grab two of these, and then we're gonna go, ooh, this is gonna be kind of complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, I think I did my math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're there. Are we gonna make the reference exactly, or are you just giving you direction? It's just giving me direction. We're kind of going off the cusp, as per the norm. What else is new, right? I did not do my math correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, I guess, is fine. It's not the number I wanted. I wanted 7, but 6 will do. Simo, what have you been working on? How's your Snufkin coming? I know you've been doing some real wild stuff here. What the heck was that? Why did it do that? Okay, we're going to bring this guy straight up. And now we're looking at something. You rendered a turnaround of it. Now, as somebody who doesn't know anything, I'm assuming a turnaround is when you do that, you put it on a little like pedestal and it moves. It took 6 hours. Holy cow. How long is the, like, how many frames is it? Is it 60 or is it like 240 or something? Hey, Fun Pro Gamer. Hey, yeah, I saw you. I got an email when you followed. I was wondering what was going on with that. We are doing some 3D modeling. We do 3D modeling for the most part, but we will be playing some games around 5 o'clock today. So if you're not interested in 3D modeling, I totally understand. We'll be playing Pyre at 5. But otherwise, just hang out, chat, do what you want to do while I slap my mic. 250 frames. That's crazy. Simo, you're a nutty guy for sure. Okay, so I'm going to cut each of these guys in half because I'm going to make a big mistake here. And I want to make sure I have some insurance when I make the mistake. We're going to grab all these guys and we're going to merge them at center. And by doing that, I should be able to just go like this, Control R. Oh, it didn't work. Why? But then again, on 24 frames per second, it's like 10 seconds of video. What style crown am I going for? So it's kind of a mixture of things. I am making sort of a spiky, scary, like, you know, whatever you want to call this kind of crown, a scary crown. But it's also going to be a laurel. It's going to have a divide where it sits on your head. So it's going to come up like this with a hole where your forehead is. It may or may not have been obvious to people who have been watching me for a while. I keep a ring on for the most part, and I keep a break in it because I kind of freak out about like ripping your finger off and stuff. And I don't know, maybe, I know kings don't think that way, but keeping things like safe I think is very important to me. So it's kind of what I'm going for. Not to mention that this crown is going to be shown sitting on a dresser in a game that I'm working on right now. And all of the people that would have worn this crown are dead. So I think having this cautious, scary sort of aesthetic is going to fit really well. Because you're only really going to be able to like assume what happened to them. You're going to have a bit of a hard time wrapping your brain around like what it was. So yeah, the aesthetic is definitely to make it a little bit on the scary side and make it like not normal. But then again, nothing I do is normal. So, what else is new, I guess? Okay, so we're going to start with our subsurface. And let's see, how do I want to fix this? I think first things first, we want to grab all of these guys. And we want to edge slide them up, doing it like this. So let's go edge slide up to a nice point. And I think we probably have to crease the end of that to keep it from being super flat like that. I might also do this. Hold on. Let's do it like this, and I think I can make this a little bit pointier, and this is where I could stud a lot of those jewels. That's what I'll do. Okay, we got the idea now. I got it figured out. I know how we're doing this. So let's get rid of the subsurface for just a second. Here's how we're doing this. So I'm going to grab... Let's see. What do we want? Let's cut you in half. Let's cut you in half. Okay, the back's kind of hard to do that. We'll cut you in half, and we'll do you in half. Okay, sure. This is how we're doing it. And then we're going to grab you, and you, and you. That's going to be awful. I can't wait to see that fail. And then we're going. So, let's push these guys up. Just little baby towers. Yep, and I definitely have to fix you. What a shame. Okay. Once more. Second verse, same as the first. As per the norm, let's do it. I will be able to cut some edges off of this thing, so we'll save ourselves a little bit of geometry here in just a second, which is good, but I think I messed up. What else is new? There we go. That's a bad looking face, but when we subdivide it, it shouldn't be a problem. So let's put this back on. And these are kind of more rounded, which is good. That's how we're going to do it. I'll be on soonish running some errands. Joe, you owe us nothing. Joe, you just live your best life, and I'll see you when I see you. For anybody unfamiliar with Joe, Joe's just a real good guy. Let's put it that way. Joe's just a real nice dude. Ain't nothing more to it than that. Actually... No, let's not do that. Okay, never mind. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't believe him, Joe says. Okay, never mind. Actually, I hate Joe. I think Joe deserves to get charged extra at the grocery store when he only bought like basic groceries. I hope your cashier like mismanages their accounts or something. You get charged like 10 pounds of bananas when you only bought 2 pounds. There we go. That is going to be fine, I think. And then we're going to start subdividing. Okay, so let's do a little bit of maintenance real quick. And then I'm going to get to the actual bulk of things. There is going to be a segment a little bit later where we make jewels. So if you're into that kind of stuff, we're going to have some jewels coming up. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with the jewels yet, but we are going to make some jewels. I'm pretty sure they're going to go right here. I'm inclined to try and put something up on top of these guys, but I just don't know if that's the aesthetic. Like, when you think of medieval rulers, they're always like... They're kind of minimalists in a weird way. I mean, I guess everybody was back then, but like... Their aesthetic is so military. Very rarely are they just doing whatever they want to do. To be fair, most rulers back in the day didn't actually have any control over the kingdom. They were placed there to hold territory. So the person who's wearing this crown probably has no control over any politics whatsoever. like, if you go back and look at medieval politics and stuff, you see, like, you'll see people like dukes and barons and all these sorts of things. For the most part, all of those people were like individuals that were trusted to hold a fort from like oncoming tribes or other kingdoms or whatever. Their whole job was just to like hold a military fort. So they were basically like sort of shitty generals. So when you see all these nobles and noble positions and stuff, all they really had to do was keep a house from being taken over by their opponents. That was their whole job. The king, otherwise, was the one who like did most of the work. Not to say that there's not a lot of work associated with like feeding a house full of people and like making sure that people don't like do a mutiny or stop like practicing the major religion or whatever. Like there was definitely work to be done, but it just like the vibe was definitely just like keep the house from falling to pieces and you're done. That's your whole job. I'm actually thinking that this is bad. Let me try doing a test real quick. I'm going to do this guy, and we're going to try and crease it. And creasing doesn't do anything. Never mind. What if we do this? And we crease all of that. Ooh. Oh, she's sharp. What up, Violets? Oh, yeah, she is sharp. Okay, so I think we want to not crease it fully. I don't know how sharp I want this end bit to be. You know what? Actually, I see a step that I have to do before I do that crease. So we're going to bring back that. I'm going to go ahead and edge slide everything back down. Now that we're where we're at, we're going to edge slide everything right back down. I mean, killing a man is definitely the aesthetic. That's what we're going for. Okay, so I'm going to grab all of that. And we're going to edge slide it down. Leave it right there. You know, just living life. Just doing what you got to do. Okay. I think we want to not do that for a little bit. How on earth am I going to do this? Maybe they are going to come out a little bit. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I broke my own rules immediately. What else is new, I guess? We're going to go ahead and push everything out by like 1.1, 1.05. Real small. 1.05, 1.05. Is that going to work? Okay, cool. Yep, sure, we'll do it like this. And then I'm going to grab these guys. And I might take a break here to make some jewels. Because I'm still in the thinking phase of all of this. I'm still kind of figuring out what this is supposed to look like. Do I want this? Yeah, that works. Okay. So let's say that we want everything taller. Like right about there. So first let's make it taller, right about there. Let's say 0.2. And then we'll stretch everything in, and now we should have a nice looking shape. So 0.95 all the way around. Okay, let's do the same thing on the outside, and I'm hoping that this is gonna look fine. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know what this is gonna look like. I'm still kind of figuring this guy out. This is a weird one. So we'll push it all out a little bit by 1.05. And let's check our subsurface and see what that does for us. It does look a little bit better. Okay, so that's going to be there. So let's go back into edit. And I'm going to divide it all the way across here. And I need to shrink flatten that a little bit. What material do I imagine the crown being made out of? I'm not sure. Gold is definitely what comes to mind. I'm making this in a bit of a fantasy world, so I can kind of just make up stuff if I have to, which I might. I don't know. But it's hard to tell. Also, I want to flatten, shrink flatten. There it is. Like that. It's kind of hard to tell what material I'm going to make it out of. I don't know yet. That's the unfortunate short answer is I don't know. We'll get there. Ooh, look at this. Okay. Now I'm starting to think that I've done this. Oh, okay, I see it. I see the way I want to do this. Back to edit. And we're going to go for it. So check me out. I'm going to go ahead and merge at center. Merge at center. All the way around. And now it should fit, I think, a little bit more on the head. When it comes time to make materials for this little crown, I have some ideas. I'm going to try making like a Damascus sort of steel, where you take like two different alloys and you put them together and they get all wishy-washy and crazy. I actually have a really nice one that I made offline, and so I'll see if that works. If not, hammered gold is probably good, but making the perfect little hammer marks is going to be a little difficult. I'll probably use like a Musgrave or something for that. We'll see. I'm not sure. Think thorns. Oh, think of thrones. Like Game of Thrones? It definitely will not be wood. I'll put that out there. Whether you meant to say thorns or thrones, I'm not sure. But I think it's gotta be more along the lines of like metal. This crown's gonna be placed somewhere that's basically been like completely destroyed. So I need it to be somewhat durable. It can't just like be destroyed. Okay, so let's go ahead and this is going to be very strange. Hold on. I want to slide vertice right there. So that's going to be 0.5. And then we need to make sure that this one also gets it at 0.5. Don't do even. 0.5. Okay, let's see what that does for us. And I might actually remove one of our surfaces. I think it might look a little better, slightly lower poly. No, let's go high poly. It looks a little better. I love that curved metal. That's a cool look. I just have to make sure I check our sides correctly. Like this bottom piece is going to get completely creased. All right. Thorns. Yes, you did say thorns, didn't you? I'm not sure. I mean, we'll definitely see. The jewels, I think, are going to determine a lot, too. Man, how am I going to make this thing work? Okay, well, first things first. I'm noticing little details. Let's focus little details before we start thinking big picture. And it might be time to switch to jewels, I think. When it comes to jewels on a crown like this, I think, like, the shape of the jewel is super important. I'm thinking square could work, or, like, the teardrop shape. So I'm gonna put up a couple of jewels on stream, and we're gonna look at them. But I got an idea for a jewel. The color is more like where my brain is at right now, but that doesn't mean that's where I'm gonna like keep focusing. Okay, what on earth? How am I gonna do this? Everything needs to shrink fatten, I think, right there. That's pretty all right. Okay, so let's go for it. Now I'm gonna give it a try. Let's really go for it. So we're gonna start with these. They look kind of like arrowheads. I think arrowheads is a good aesthetic for this. It's looking a little bit more like a conventional crown than what I thought, but if it works, it works. That's not the shape I thought it was gonna make. Hold on. What if we do these guys? And I'm gonna go ahead and remove this geometry real quick so I can see what I'm working on very fast. Come on. So I'm just gonna try and crease everything to be like appropriately spiky. I have a couple of other creases that I'm gonna have to do, but I wanna make sure that we're not clipping normals or anything like that. I feel like I say this multiple times every stream, but just to put this out there, shout out to Simo for teaching us about creasing. Simo is the actual man when it comes to 3D modeling. Ooh, that's a look. That's a look. Holy cow, look at that like little divot right there. This might be it. Okay, so let's take this to the furthest degree, right? So I'm gonna grab front face, back face for these guys. And we're going. Is that... Oh, that's pretty spiky. Nice, it kind of gives it life, like somebody made it. For sure. As I'm starting to get better, determine that to whatever you want it to mean. As I'm getting a little bit better, the making things look organic, that is like the real mission. Holy cow, look at this! This looks crazy. This looks so good. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and just really go for it. I think we want to try this outer edge. Not the inner edge, just the outer edge. And here is my idea. And I think this might seal the deal. I think we might be done after this. I said I was going to take a break and make some jewels. Of course I didn't, because why would I? Okay, so we've creased that, which doesn't do too much for us. So instead, I'm going to grab all of that and, whoa, puff it out just a little bit. 1.03 all the way across the board. And yo, that's a crown. Okay, these little spikes up here, they need some work. Something weird is happening right here. The inside's perfect, the outside's not perfect. So let's make the outside perfect. How are we gonna do this? I think we want to grab you and you and you all the way across. And I think we would just want to poke some holes in you guys. We're going to say 1.05. ahead and grab just the bottom of these. Fingers crossed. I don't know if this is correct. I'm at the point in my life where I still don't really understand how creasing works. Like, I theoretically get it, but when you see it in practice, it doesn't exactly do what I want it to do. Like, I crease something, and I'm like, oh, it's going to make it sharp. And then it doesn't make it sharp. And it's like, why? It's a crease. Like, it should be sharp. So I'm still learning that stuff. That stuff's a little new to me. Yeah, creasing is weird, for sure. I think Subsurface in general is just weird. You're doing a lot of, like, automatic operations that, like, Blender is just making a lot of assumptions for you really quickly. So, of course, things are going to get kind of mangled if you do that. That looks bad. Hold on. Let's try a double crease. I'm going to try creasing it twice, and we're going to see if that works. And if this works, I think we're done. Which is a shame, because we're only 30 minutes into the stream. So I'm going to take my sweet time on the... whoa. I'm going to take my sweet time on the jewels. Is that too spiky? That is too spiky. That looks fake. All things being said, I could definitely use an easy stream today. It's been a bit of a crazy week. So I might end stream a little bit early today. I doubt we're gonna have to, because I think things are good. But there's just been some medical stuff that's been coming up, and a lot of whatever weird stuff going on lately. So, just kind of, I'm on the ready in case something has to happen. So, if I dart off stream real quick, know that, you know, things are going on, and it's fine, and all will be well in the end. I believe. Oh man, that's like so aggressive. Why does it look so aggressive? I guess let's do a half. Hold on. Let's do like 0.5. It's so sharp. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. It's just so sharp. How do I... Hold on. You know what? I think I know how I want to solve this. I've been trying to crease everything. Let's stop creasing. Let's go ahead and turn this off, and let's look at this for just a second. That's a weird idea. Would I want to do this? I don't think I want to do this. What happens if I do this? Absolutely nothing changes. Let's try this real quick. I got a slight idea that I want to try. This is probably going to be a really bad idea, but I can just edge dissolve if I run out of undo steps. Like, it shouldn't be a big deal. So here's the idea. To get it looking right, I'm going to go ahead and front face, and we're going to slide vertices up pretty close. And now I'm going to look at it, and that actually looks perfect. Oh, it looks good. Oh, she looks wonderful. Cool. That's a big scary crown right there. Okay, so let's make spikes out of these guys, and then I think we're pretty decent to move on. Yeah, let's try that real quick. So I'm going to go back to edit. How do we want to do this? Grab these two, slide vertices down, slide vertices down, and give them a fatten. Like that. say that's all right. I don't love that. That looks a little too weird for me. Hold on. If we instead crease this one, does nothing. Why? Why? Am I willing to accept it like this? It looks just like a Pokemon. It looks just like, what is his name? Hold on. I can't stop thinking about it. This is what we're going to do. I need to Google Pokemon real quick. Of course I do. Electric dog Pokemon. Manectric. That's it. Manectric. Tell me it doesn't look like that. Tell me it doesn't look like that. That's exactly what it looks like. To a T. I'm going to go ahead and leave Firefox open because we're going to jump back in and double check something in just a second here. But am I willing to say that this is it? I think we're willing to say that this is it. I'm sure there's more I could do to this, and I probably will later, but let's take a break. It's time to do jewels. Let's do jewels. I can officially get rid of our reference, and we will call you... I'll call you Laurel, because you're technically a Laurel. You're not a crown. Yeah, there's a lot of little things I could do to this mesh, but I don't think it's needed. I think we're looking all right. It's pretty cool looking. Man, okay. I'm pretty proud of this. This took, what, 40 minutes for this? That's nothing. Okay, so off to Firefox. What are we looking at? Electric dog Pokemon. He's there. We're good. Jewel cuts. I've already looked this up. When did I look this up? Alright, what are we going to do? I'm very inclined towards the treant. What on earth? Some of these are nuts. Let's download it. We'll download it and we'll throw it in. And we'll take a close look at everything. That's probably all of them that we want to be looking at, I'm thinking. Although I don't see the treant on this one. So let's grab this one. Let's pop them in. Actually, better yet, I'm going to pop them into Krita. Let's open Krita real quick. And we'll double check our work while we're here. I have to make them. That's definitely the part I'm the most scared about. I want to make a jewel. I'm sure there's free assets somewhere, but you know me, I got to do everything myself. So, I guess we're making some jewels today. All right, let's go ahead and pop this into Krita. And I'll switch you guys over. Here's what we're working with. Oh no, immediately, every time I start Krita, first thing I do is I mess up my rotation. Okay. So let's go ahead and just take a little bit of red ink, and we're going to get rid of all the ones we don't want. Nope. Tell you what, I'll put a little bit of transparency on it so we can see what we've done. That's a no, that's a no. Press 5 to easily reset the rotation in Krita. Simo, why do you know everything? Why do you know absolutely everything in the world? Oh, wow, I can't believe that. That's crazy. Well, good. I appreciate it. Okay, so again, I'm back. This guy, where there's a side cut and the side cut opens up the squares, is much better than these flat cuts. So you're gone. You're gone. The rectangular and the square are the same cut. I don't really get it. Rectangular and rectangular are obviously the same cut. Can we can get rid of. Careful not to cut the Trilon. The Trilon gem, I hope that's right, is kind of cool. That's definitely the one that I'm leaning towards. Drop. We can't do anything that's shaped. The heart. No way are we doing the heart. No way are we doing the ball. The brilliant I can cheat because there's a pre-made one in Blender. Maybe. Half rose, no. Emerald's pretty cool. Emerald's top tier. That's a top tier right there. That'd be so easy to make too. Okay, well, let's see. Let's just cut. Fine round. I don't hate that. Oh, I need to start cutting some. Just cut. Just get rid of stuff. What do I not want? I'll tell you what. These flat squares, gone. Don't care for them. The French I keep looking at, get rid of it. Goodbye, French. The princess is basically the same thing as the French. Get rid of that. The radiant is pretty nice. I'll keep that one. Fine round is the same thing as fine round down here. Why is there two of them? That doesn't make any sense. There's another fine round. Pfft. Did you give up? Cushion, cushion. Get rid of... Okay, there's just doubles for some reason. The pear and the Pendalock are the same thing. Get rid of those. Okay, so we're down to the final bits. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and make my brush big, and we're just gonna fully cut out the ones that we don't want. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Let's go ahead and put a white background down here. There we go, we're back. 150, okay. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I don't even want to look at them. Okay, so now here's what's left. The fine round and the brilliant are the exact same thing, so I'm just going to cut the brilliant out so there's less to look at. I'm pretty inclined towards the trapezoid. That's nice. Navette's cool. The oval I like less. Let's get rid of that. Cushion, double cushion. Why are there doubles of every single one? That doesn't make sense. Who made this? The octagon, the Asher, and the emerald are all the same thing, so we can get rid of these. And now we're looking at a pretty small set. Emerald, trapezoid, scissor. Scissor is cool. Celine is cool. Oh man, I can't. I'm having a hard time deciding between these guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and say unanimously, I don't want to make the cushion. The cushion looks hard to make. The radiant looks really hard to make, but I actually kind of really like it. 8 corners is kind of a cop-out. Let's not do that one. The princess looks literally impossible. We'll say bye to you. I prefer the pear over this guy. Emerald and emerald. I just realized we have a repeat. I think this is our final match. The emerald is cooler than the trapeze. Let's get rid of you. Are these the same gem? They kind of look like the same gem to me. Okay, so this is going to be our set. Let's see. So let's make the Trilon first. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab all of this. And we're just going to push them together a little bit so that ultimately there is less to look at. Oh wow, this is terrible. Hold on. Let me go ahead and just cut out a little bit. And we're going to put everything together, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick this into one document, and we're going to edit just one document. Okay, I got it. You're good. We can stop clicking on it now. There we go. Just like this. There we go. All together now. And we'll put you back on, and we'll put it all together, and we'll say this is it. We're ready to go. So, you two. Why can't I select things? Why can't I... Oh, there we go. What? Alright, whatever that was. I don't know what's going on. What is happening? Control deselect. Why do I have to manually deselect things? Krita, what's going on? Okay, sure, whatever, I guess. That was strange. We'll go ahead and crop to selection. You have weird tool options on. How did that even happen? I guess I will solve that off stream someday. It ain't gonna be today. Because we're done. I don't have to think about this anymore. So let's go back to Blender. And now I will struggle. So now I'm gonna have a real hard time making these gems. So let's go back here. Let's go to object mode. Let's center our camera. And let's put our image in. Okay, making gems. This is going to be such a feast. Let's start with the Trilon. The Trilon is the one that I feel the most inclined towards. So, just trying to wrap my brain around this. Trying to really look at it and figure out what we're doing. I think, hold on. I think I know how to do this. Color me crazy, but I think I know how to do this. Let's do a cone with a base of 3. Yep, that's the one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and rotate him 90 degrees, and we're gonna kind of lose our minds for a little bit. Negative 90 degrees. Here we go. Prepare yourself. Okay. So, all we want to do is cut this thing into pieces using the magic of geometry. Somebody just fell. Hold on, I'll be right back. You okay? All right, I'm back. We had a cat who thought they were a painter today, and they knocked down an easel. There's always some bangs in the night in this this house. There's always stuff happening. There's no resting in this house. All right, so this might be the wrong way to approach this, but I think here's how we want to do it. I want to subdivide 3 times. Excuse me. We want to subdivide 3 times, and then I'm going to repeat on this guy. And now I want to connect these faces in really complicated, weird ways. So, first things first. Oh, this is actually super simple. Hold on. You just have to do a flow chart. So he connects to him, J. He connects to him, J. Hold on, not that way. This way. Hold on. It's not as simple as I thought it was. are we going to do this? Shouldn't this just connect to here? Yeah, perfect. We did it. Why is it going around back? Why can't you connect front facing? Okay, tell you what. This part, huge. Make it huge. Good luck. Good luck connecting to that. There you go. This should work. To the best of my understanding, that is it. So now we have this part made. That part's correct. Now this has to connect to two individual pieces. So we're going to do that, that, just like that. Right? Whoops, wrong. Did it wrong. We're just going to do that, and we're going to go like this. It's just solving a problem. This is nothing. This is like coding. This feels just like coding. You just look at something until you can figure it out, and then you solve it. And we're done. I mean, we did it. It's exactly it. Okay, so now we just got to curve everything correctly. So I think what we want to do is we want to look dead on, grab everything. Not that. And we want to undo you, and you. Make sure it all looks good. Looks pretty good to me. And then I'm going to take the whole thing, and I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to grab you, and you, and you, and we're going to go like that. And it's not connecting correctly for some reason. It's because the back is not connected correctly. That should be easy enough to fix. And then I'm going to grab the front of this guy. And we're going to pull him forward. Hold on, hello. Pull him forward and use a very small smooth. And like that's it. We've done it. Right? Maybe we want to use more of a sphere, I think. There's definitely some weird geometry here because things are like poles and they're not matching up correctly. So I might be forced to subdivide this a little bit, but that's it. We did it. We made a trilon. That's all there is to it. Okay, cool. So let's make the back. So we'll push this up to probably where it belongs, about there. I have the distinct feeling that the back of these things looks like this. If I'm just taking a real gamble here, I think it looks like this. Is this going to be the most appropriate way to do our subdivisions? I don't know. Actually, it's good. 4, 4, 3, 3. Yeah, no problem. And then so we can take this and push this back a little bit. And yeah, that's probably exactly what that looks like. And you're not going to see it anyway, so I kind of don't care. Not bad. Not bad. Oh my god, I'm dying. I hope you didn't see anything weird on camera. If you did, pretend you didn't. Okay, so we're going to subdivide all that. And we're going to go like that, and we're going to go like that. I'm going to say that we want to cut these guys into one another. Oh my god, I'm dying. Hold on, I'll be right back. we're back. I took some Claritin and I was feeling pretty good, and then all of a sudden, nope, you're not okay. Hello. Hello. Nope, there we go. I'm going to say that this is a pretty solid look for a crystal. I'm going to say that looks pretty decent. We might want to pull these guys out, but otherwise, I think we're looking all right. There you go. That's a crystal. Done. So that's a trial on. Do I have to change the topology? I don't know. I'm going to leave it like this for now. You're going to go in jewels. You're going to go there. We're going to go ahead and call you the Trilon. And since we made one pretty easy, let's make two pretty easy, right? Who cares? So next up, what are we looking at? Let's go ahead and grab, hello? Let's grab that, scooch him over to the side. Let's make another one. Oh man, I want to make the pair. I'm very inclined towards that pair. Let's start with the emerald. The emerald's so easy. The emerald is going to be a cube. I mean, this is the easiest thing I've ever seen. We're going to go like that. And we're going to squish it way down. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a side, a side, a side, and a side. And we're going to bevel them literally just one time. Like that. And then we're going to grab the whole thing and we're going to inset a hole. Ideally, I want it to be a very even inset. Okay, I guess that's what we're going to do. We'll do 4 of them. And then I'm going to grab the whole thing and pull it on out. And we're going to proportion it just a little bit with a sphere. Oh, it's a little messy. It'll probably work, but it's a little messy looking. Let's do the back first, and I'm going to think about that front face for a little bit. So, we'll go ahead and merge at center, repeat, and then I'm going to grab the whole thing and push it on back. And we're going to extrude along normal and merge at center. There you go. That's an emerald. Probably want to grab these faces and scooch them in just a little bit. And yeah, emerald, done. Nice and easy. Don't have to think about it. Wow, I thought this was going to be really hard. I prepped and when I started stream today, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in for it. This is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. Nope, pretty easy. Pretty easy. And I think I'm probably inclined towards these two shapes anyway. So let's start coloring them. Let's see what I can do with these guys. And we'll see how big of a problem this guy ends up being. Because I think it should be alright. So, nodes. So first things first, let's change our world settings over to our favorite, Overcast Cliffs. And we'll go to object, and we're going to make the object correct. So, I basically want this guy. Oh, it looks good. It's got some weird little things in it, but it looks really good. Okay, transmission up. All this down. Specular's probably pretty good to be high. Oh, look at it. Look how gorgeous that thing looks. Wow. Holy cow. No, we're going to keep it super, super shiny. It's a gym, right? This is the only time I ever get to, like, not make things subtle. I might give it a little bit of a metal look. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe we're going to make it metal. Let's do, like, half metal so that it reflects light decently well, but otherwise it's pretty reflective. The back of it looks pretty bad now that I'm looking at it, but the back probably won't matter when we're all said and done. So I think this is it. Okay, so color. What kind of color are we going to do this for this guy? I kind of think Freshnel is the only proper way to do this justice. But I think that's a little one note. I always use a Freshnel for stuff like this. But if it works, right? Who gives a shit? So let's just try some colors out real quick. Like a 2 is pretty nice looking. A 3 is really nice looking. Cool. So we're going to choose 2 colors that we like on the 3. So I'm going to wait to select colors yet. We'll call you Jewel 1. Let's try you out with Jewel 1. Pretty good looking. All things considered, pretty nice looking. That's definitely a lot better looking. And while we're here, we might as well go ahead and add a pre-made diamond. Let's add a brilliant. It perfectly fits into our crown for some reason. Segments. Let's do 24. Let's do like 8. No, that's too small. 12. Okay, 16 is a good number. We'll stick to 16. So I'll push you on over here. We'll give you the treatment, and we'll turn you 90 degrees. Okay, so that's a brilliant diamond. That's an emerald. That's a trilon. The brilliant diamond does look really nice. It's the pre-made one, so of course it should look nice. We can learn a little bit about the back of this thing. All it is, it's like a standard subdivision going down to a spike. That's a cool look, actually. Hold on. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a standard, like, crawl down to a spike. So let's do the same thing on here. So let me grab all of you guys and merge at center. All of you guys and merge at center. All of you guys. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. So same thing has to be said for these guys. So all of this can be merged at center. Actually, I think we might call it there. That looks pretty good. It's not exactly how you're supposed to make stuff like this, but it doesn't look bad. So let's try that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that works. That looks really good. Cool. Problem solved. Okay, time for the crown. So, Mr. Crown is going to be a special kind of metal. I can hide this little empty for right now. It's got to be very metallic. It's got no sheen. It's got no clear coat. It's got low roughness. Those spikes at the top have really bad looking normals. Like really, really bad looking normals. Not sure, man. Well, we'll give it a try. We'll go for it, right? Who cares? If it's terrible, it's terrible. So let's put in a wave texture and another wave texture. These guys are going to get mangled into one another. And then we're going to put on... I think we just want to do a mix RGB into a color ramp. And I think that's it. And now I'm going to bring in my reference image. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. So here's the reference I made. We're going to go to my folder. Is this right? There it is. Yep, perfect. That's the vibe we're going for. I'm going to see if this works. It's a little colorful for metal, so we're going to desaturate it, but I think that's the vibe. So let's go ahead and grab that color. I'm going to grab the green. And we're going to grab the orange. And we should be looking pretty good here. Actually, that looks pretty nice. Let's hide you. D-object. That's weird. Why did it call it D-object? Okay, so we're here. We're looking at this guy, and we're going to go ahead and mangle him up. So let's do Y. I'm going to do a linear light. I think that's the correct way to make this work. Scale needs to go way up. It's looking pretty decent on the linear light. You're seeing those holes form. That's good. And now we go absolutely crazy. It's probably going to be a little bit obvious if I only use Y and X. So instead, let's use a diagonal. And then let's use a Z. We're going to make everything very chaotic. As chaotic as we can handle. And we're going to change this to 15. One of them has to be smaller than the other so that when you get the double overlay, it looks like that. I might go 30 and 15 or 16 to have a little bit of an offset. And then I need them to be pretty sharp. So detail high, scale really low. Same thing. Detail high, scale really low. Hello? Oh, there we go. I understand. Maybe mixing the RGB was not a good idea. Let's try just one real quick. The scale we can drop to 10. Or maybe we can drop to 4. And the distortion we drop down a little bit. No. What is happening? Okay, so we want the scale to be higher. That's weird. That's not how I thought this was going to work. So I guess it's on us to make the metal work. So that leads me to think I have a different idea. Let's put the wave as a vector going into a magic texture, and magic I think is going to make more of what we want. Those tips have some issues with normals, but look kind of cool. Yeah, I see that. We're going to get back to that in just a second. I'm not sure yet. Like, they look cool, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know if that's what we're going for. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. That's exactly it. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So distortion can go to maybe 3. And the depth can go to like 4, maybe more. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. There we go. That's the vibe. That's it. We've done it. Okay, we've made the Damascus. We've done it. Cool. So let's up that scale just a little bit. On here. That's kind of the look we're going for. Let's say 15 is probably about right, and I'm thinking that looks really good. I think this might be our like setup, and I'm gonna change the colors. Everything still looks a little too clean. It looks a little bit too fake for me, so we gotta kind of mess this up a little bit. But we're certainly in the right environment. We're barking up the right tree. Oh. Yo. Yo. Look at that. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. So we're going to keep it with a B-spline, kind of weird, a little bit of green in the crown. This guy can be lowered to like a 0.3. Add some noise on the roughness. Right here? In like that? Let me do a math. If we're going to do that, let me add a math. Because I want to keep a little bit of syllabants. Actually, why don't I just plug this into the vector? And then we're set, right? That's okay. If you wanna go crazy, we can go crazy. Yeah, it makes a huge difference here with the like it really accentuates that dark color. Ooh. Ooh, she looks good. I will say, I think what I want to do is I want to add a math node. Math might not do it, but let's put a math node in there. And we're going to divide a little bit. Divide by 4? By 2. Because I want the yellow, yes, I want the like gold to be shiny, but I don't want anything else to be shiny. You would add a ramp instead of a math. Okay, so I really like what we're looking at right here. I like the effect already, but I'll humor you. Let's go for it. Why not? So let's go like this, and we'll just give it a shot. Why not? Who cares, right? So if I go... Yeah. Oh, dude. Let's bring that back a little bit. Let's make it B-spline. We want to kind of cut it a little bit more. Yo. Yo. It looks so cool. That's a crown. I mean, Like, that's not a crown that you see here on Earth, but that is definitely a crown somewhere. This is royalty. Yeah, we got to fix that top part, but man, that looks cool. Now, I have a little bit of a preference here. I'm going to do something kind of dumb, and we're going to see if it works. I want to add bright red. Like really, really bright red. And I want it to be like absolutely tiny. Like barely any, just ticks of bright red. Whoa. Oh, she's here. She looks good. Let's bring that green out just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to add another green right here. Just to cut off the red a little bit. Yo! So we'll do the same thing. We'll cut the red really short. And this guy probably doesn't need to be that dark. So we'll say like 0.15. 0.1. There we go. Okay. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. That looks amazing. So much for the hammered metal. Why even bother? We've already done it. We've made the perfect thing. The colors are kind of muddy. Maybe add some saturation. Okay, I'm going to copy this. So we have it as a backup just in case. And I think this color could use some saturation. Everything else I kind of feel comfortable with. Let's say like 0.85. Maybe this green could use a little bit more, so like 0.6. And looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and push everything back a little bit. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so now I'm looking at it. That is gorgeous. That looks so nice. But it's a little too chaotic. So I think I want to lower the depth on there. Keep it really subtle. Keep it really subtle. Now that we're here, now we got the good colors. Yo. Yo. Okay, cool. Am I going to try and change any of this? No. I might make it a saw. That'll make things a little bit nuttier. Yeah, the saw's cool. I'm okay with this. Cool. I'm willing to say that's probably it. I think that looks good. I think I'll call it there. It looks nuts. It's a little crazy. But crazy's okay. So let's go ahead and try and fix those tips real quick before we do anything else. How do we fix these tips? I have a feeling this is not going to work at all, but just to check, does nothing. How are we fixing this? You have to select all to calculate the normals. I appreciate you saying that. Very much appreciate you saying that. It didn't make a difference. So I think I know what you're going to say. I think you're going to tell me to do auto normal. Is this going to work? Oh, that works. That actually solved the problem instantly. I'm pretty comfortable with that. I'm pretty comfortable with it looking like this. Okay, cool. So now I have to ask myself, do I want the rest of this to be sharp? And if so, how sharp do we want it to be? There's definitely some shape stuff that I'm not super cool with. Let's turn that off. Maybe tweak the angle. Yeah, I'll do that once I solve this part real quick. Let me solve this first. And then we'll start thinking about some angles. I'm sort of inclined to try and make these guys spiky, but I don't know what to do about that center one. This, to me, is virtually perfect. I don't love that angle being there. I might lower a little bit right there. But that looks good. So let me try this real quick. So if I go like this, and we say that all of that together does what? What does that do for us? That makes a pretty bad looking spike. What about these guys? Man, I can't imagine how many crazy little things there are inside Blender that you just like miss. Like all of a sudden you're just like, oh, what about this? Oh, what about this? What about this? And you're just, there's a lot. Also, Simo, while you're here, I had a thought. I didn't ever share it out loud with you because I just didn't think that like had to happen. But I thought about it the other day, and I was like, oh, I should probably just mention this. There used to be a whole game engine in Blender. What? That's weird. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. That seems like a weird decision. I guess it makes some sense. Anyway, what I was going to say. And feel free, whatever answer you want to give is fine, obviously. You're an autonomous human being. I was wondering if you wanted to be a mod. I don't expect you to do anything. I don't expect you to like moderate chat or anything like that. But I feel like, you know, it's sort of like a privilege to be a mod, and I think you've been like very much a huge part of this chat. I made the assumption myself that you wouldn't care to be a mod just because you're hanging out. But why would I not just ask you, right? Like I said, you're autonomous. I might as well give you the ability to like answer. So if you'd like to be a mod, I'll make you a mod, and you can have a cool little icon next to your name, so that everybody knows that you're the shit when they log in and chat or whatever. That didn't really do too much. Actually, I kind of like the way that looks. That looks kind of cool. And now, actually, I think I see it. Sure, why not? Like, I don't know much how I'll use it, but maybe I can moderate some random things if they happen on stream. Like I said, you are not expected to do anything. I just didn't know if you like wanted the privilege, given like I think you're a very important member of this chat, and I think you contribute more than most people. And so as a result of that, I think it would be nice to try and give you something, and the only thing I can really give is like moderator. So yeah, if you want moderator, I'll give it to you. Of course. You deserve it. You've been very good to me. You have taught me so much, and you've also just been like very charming and sweet and like totally, absolutely, 100%. I will do that here in just a moment. Look at that seam. Okay, so I made a pretty crazy looking seam. Is that what we want? Also, can I do this in... it has been fun to share the knowledge. It's been very appreciated, I'll give you that. Let's see. Subscriber, friend, timeout, permit. Can I just type it? Hold on. Does this work? Mod CG Simo. That didn't work, did it? Okay, hold on. I gotta go to Twitch. Let's go to Twitch real quick. I can do it on Twitch, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to grab you, and we'll go ahead and just click the little icon. And you're in. You're modded. I don't know why it doesn't work on Streamlabs. I'm assuming it's some sort of legality thing where if they did it, it would be like against TOS. But problem solved. We're all here now. Congratulations. Welcome to the upper echelon. I will also mod you on Discord. Again, let me just put this out there. There's literally nothing being expected of you. You do whatever the heck you want. The only thing you're not allowed to do is the stuff that you're already not allowed to do, like being an absolute jerk. Yeah, just, you know, keep on keeping on. No difference. There's a whole new view. Does it look different? What does it look like? I didn't know it looked different. That's kind of cool. You get to, it's like you're in the Matrix now. You get to see everything from the back end. Is there a whole new view? Man, I've been modded in a couple of chats. I don't think I noticed anything. Shows how much I pay attention. We'll say negative 0.05, and we'll call it there. And I think that's going to be it for these little guys. Oh, that looks good. It's a little stiff, but I don't hate it. I kind of want these guys to be sharper, but they don't need to be super sharp, I suppose. What if we only did the outside and we left the inside curvy? Will this work? Also, if you would like to post your Snuffkin, I'm just thinking about it now. If you would like to post a picture of that in Discord, I'd love to show it off. Okay, we got a little bit of breaking and tearing here all of a sudden. Why is that? We're gonna have to fix that. Hold on. Let's start up Discord real quick, and I'll take a look, and we'll see what's going on. There is a rotation video on Discord already. Perfect. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Okay, so I see the problem. First off, I've been sent a view. Oh, wow. You have a weird, like, moderator tool thing. I never even seen that before. Cool. I mean, I hope you like that. I hope it's not, like, frustrating or in your way. And we're going to take a quick little break to check out Simo's Snuffkin. So we're here, and here's the Snuffkin. If you didn't see the previous episode, here is old Snuffkin, and here's how he's grown. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Those eyeballs. Holy cow, those eyeballs. Hold on, let's reset it since the quality was bad. Come on, YouTube, up your quality. Hold on, that's not fair. Let's just give me the max quality. There we go. Look at him. I think pupils will make a huge difference on him. He's definitely got that Uncanny Valley vibe, but everything else, phenomenal. So I'm assuming that is now on your YouTube channel. So I'm going to have to give you a subscribe here in just a moment. So once stream ends, I'll go ahead and throw a little bit of love your way. Let's go ahead and remove this for just a second. Look at how dug in everything is. We're going to scooch all this up. Look at this. Is that it? Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Cool. So now I'm going to slide vertices up ever so slightly, maybe right there. And please be done. Please be done. Please look good. I still don't love this part. This part looks a little weird to me. I think we might want to try and copy the shape and then crunch down afterwards. I think it looks just a little too weird for my purposes. Wow, look at this crown! Look at this baby! Yo! Yo! Oh, man. Sometimes I 3D model and I look at it and I'm like, did I make that? Did I really do this? I know people who 3D model for years and stuff. They're going to look at this and be like, whatever, no big deal. But, like, it's so cool just making things. It's so nice to just be like, I have an idea, let's make it. And you make it. What? That's crazy. How is that a thing? How can people just make things? That's so awesome. It's the coolest thing in the world. 3D modeling is so cool. Anyway, now I'm gonna stop like freaking out. Let's go ahead and fix some stuff. I'm going to push that up here, and we're going to kind of exaggerate, I think, the shape of this thing. Like that. Yeah, I was thinking about adding pupils, but I kind of liked how it looked in the 1990s anime where no one had pupils. That's a hard call to make. That's a really hard call to make. That's on you, I guess. Okay, so now I'm looking at this, and I'm starting to think that we got a real idea here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, this is fine. Let's get rid of this. Or better yet, what if I do this? All of these guys merge at center. Then I don't have to redo it. Merge at center. Hello? And then both of these guys we can shrink flatten into position. We're going to have to do a little bit of mangling to make this thing work. And that one got super jacked up for some reason. Why are you jacked up? What happened? Why do you look like that? Except for some reason Snufkin's dad had pupils. Spoilers. I didn't even know Snufkin had a dad. Oh, I love being sick. I'm not even actually sick. Like, I don't have anything. It's just like pollen. Nature is trying to kill me. Also, I'm realizing that the faces here are messed up. That's a weird thing to like. I'm assuming I said I like being sick. I don't even remember what I said, Joe. Also, welcome back. Hey Joe, you have a mod buddy now. Simo is a mod. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do love being sick. It's my favorite pastime. Oh, now Joe's gonna unmod you. Here we go. The rivalry begins. Ultra banned? Okay, well, Simo just got ultra banned, so I guess, goodbye. If you ultra ban somebody on Twitch, then they get banned from the Discord and everything. I didn't realize I created a tyrant when I made this chat, but Joe has proven themselves to be quite the tyrant. Why is it like this? Why does it look so strange? What is all this? That comes down here, and that goes in. What is this? What is this even doing? I told you first thing that I would abuse my mod powers. No, I know. I enjoy it. You're fine. All's well at the end of the day. Okay, so I gotta figure out what the heck I am doing. That one looks fine. This one does not look fine. Is it like that on all of them? What have I done? Why have I made an absolute mess out of this model? I liked it so much, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait a second. Hold on. Go back to normal. Go back to neutral. Go back to the way it was. I want to sit and look at this thing. Oh gosh, we're getting close. How many undo steps do I have? I have a lot of undo steps. Okay, this is where we were. So I just wrote the check for my earnest money, earnest money on the house I'm buying. I'm very excited. So, when do you know that you have it? Do you have it? Are you done? Do you have a house? I'm going to try and fix this. I'm looking at it. I really hate the way this looks. Is this going to screw everything up? It definitely makes it look bad. Man, did we, like, screw this up? How did we do this? The only thing that will stop it is if the inspector finds a major defect tomorrow. Well, here's to hoping that's not the case. Fingers crossed for you, bud. I hope all turns out to be perfect and you move into that house and you name your kids after me or something weird like that. Don't do that. Actually, don't do that. See, I said it, And Joe's the kind of person that will just be like, okay. I actually think it looks better with our weird subdivisions. So this is going to be it. This is going to be the way it looks. Okay. Now I'm starting to question everything. Nah, I'll name it after the dad on that 70s show instead. Weird, I wonder what his name is. Strange. I got that a lot when I first called myself Red. People were like, are you a big fan of that 70s show? And I'm like, I don't think I've ever watched that show. I don't think I've ever seen that 70s show, like, legitimately. Alright, you know what? We're going to do this all manually. I'm going to fix all this up real quick. I'm sure I've seen bits and pieces somewhere. It's pretty good. I can't tell if that's Joe being understated or if that's Joe, like, upset that I haven't seen it, or both. So I'm going to take it as, like, neutral. Isn't Mila Kunis in it? She is very attractive. She's a very attractive human being. No idea. What do you mean, no idea? You're going to name your kid after... Okay, so you haven't really seen it. This was a joke about my name. I understand. I fell hook, line, and sinker for this joke. Yes, she is in it. Thank you, Simo. At least Simo's out here doing the Lord's work. I've watched probably 20 or so episodes. I just don't remember names. That's a lot of episodes to watch and not remember people. Joe, I'm not sure if you're doing okay. Ooh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on. This is going to require a bit of fixing, but I like it so much. Actually, another way that I think I could do this, I think I want straight spikes. Just like straight spikes going right up. I'm really looking at it right now, and I'm starting to think that's going to be better. So what if I got rid of this edge right here? Yeah, I only have to do this. So we're going to grab you. We're going to grab you. And I'm going to look from the back, and I'm going to slide these guys up. Like that. And we're going to slide them back down just a little bit. And a little bit more. I should probably just X-ray while I'm doing this. Right about there is fine. And then we're going to merge these guys, and I think that's going to do it. And then I'll delete those little extra faces that pop off the sides there. And I think we have done it. So let me delete those. And let's pop this part back on. And it's got a bit of a weird shape to it. It's also a little big in the opening here, but I guess I did want to make a Laurel, so I'm not that against it. Okay, so let's Let's try merging all of this together. Let's see what that does for us. And I think this might be it. Ooh. Oh, it looks good. Yo. Okay. So now we're going to grab you and merge you guys together. You merge you guys together. I might raise these guys up just a little bit. Like that. And say that is probably it. How do we feel? Does that look good? Do we feel comfortable with this? They're a little bit wide, but I kind of like how wide they are. Everybody hydrate, Simo says. So I have an Arizona tea bottle. Psych, it's just water. Turns out if you don't like doing dishes, you just reuse your bottles until they get kind of weird, and then you just toss them. And that's precisely what I'm doing. Been there? I like that you say been there as if this is a really negative thing. Oh, sure, drink water for Simo. I see how it is, Red. You know, did you redeem a drink water? Did I not give you a drink water? Or did you redeem like 20 of them at once? Oh, I only drink ginger ale for you. Yeah, I break out the nice stuff for you, Joe. What are you talking about? You'd rather me suffer? Simo's out here making me suffer drinking actual water. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is it for the crown for right now. Because I kind of want to move on to bigger and better things. You like how you... Oh, Simo. That's cool. CG Simo? CG Simo. That could be cool. Like a giant's crown. What? Like a giant's crown. I don't know what that sentence means. I must have said something that made that make sense. You said bigger and better things. Oh, yeah, we can make a giant's crown. Maybe you could suggest that for the last 30 minutes, since you have the ability to make suggestions now. You know? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this guy 180 degrees. And we're going to put origin to geometry, and I'm going to apply transformation. Don't do that. There we go. I think the Trilon is definitely the one that we want. I've actually been thinking a lot about the game. Go figure. It's not like I'm making a game or anything. Why should I pay attention to it? Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the game recently. I'm an Adventure Time junkie, so it's what makes sense in my head. CG Simo. I also love Adventure Time. That was actually how me and my partner bonded for the first time. We watched all of Adventure Time. It was very romantic. Okay, so let's do some math real quick. We got 0 and 180, 90, and 270, which means that this guy right here has to be 60, right? So if I take this and I go 60, I should have exactly this angle. And I think we did it. So instead, I'm going to do something else. I'm actually going to change everything real quick. We're going to go like this. I'm going to perfectly do this. I'm going to use math to my advantage. Okay, so let's bring it back. And we're going to push you down onto here. And make you small. And bring you out. What if we instead brought it back a little bit? Not that way. Like -20. -15. -10. Just like that. Right? Oh, that looks a little junk, doesn't it? Would it fit better on here? Maybe it would. That looks pretty junk. Okay, never mind. Let's do 150. Let's put it on here. We'll do it to 0. And I just have to be very careful that it measures out correctly. Even that doesn't look very perfect to me. Why does that look so bad? I think we have to indent this. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to where we were. I think we have to do this. And I think we are literally forced to do this. Right here, all the way around, and we're going to shrink flatten that. And I'm going to do a -0.05. Let's see if that cuts, because I don't want there to be too much overlap. Oh, it overlaps pretty bad. -0.03. Sure. And once we actually do that, it looks all right. So now, oh, that top though. This is rough. -0.02. That's not bad. Okay, let's do that. So I'll put the Trilon on here. I'm going to grab it, and we're just going to push it in straight. -12? No, it'll be -15 for sure. We'll pull it out, push it up a little bit, and push it in just a little bit. -20. Oh, -20 actually looks pretty good. So we're just going to go as close as we can before we clip into this. I don't hate that. That's not my favorite thing in the world, but it looks decent. How does it look with this? Oh, it's pretty cool. It looks kind of bad, but I also kind of love it. Okay, we'll keep it. It's fine. It's the way it is. I don't really understand how gems get embedded in stuff. I'm not really a jewelry guy. It's not my area of expertise, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll take that. And now comes the hard part. I gotta take it and I gotta make an array of 8. So an array of 8. This is where things are gonna get a little rough. What I want to do is we want to add a empty right in the middle. Go back to this. It's going to be an object offset off of this empty, which I'm going to just call empty for the sake of our life. You two can be hidden, and there we go. Empty. Hello? Why did it do that? Okay, hold on. Okay, so we need to apply scale. There we go. The origin is correct. What the heck is happening? Okay, well, if we're here, let's go ahead and remove the Z altogether. I can just repurpose it later. What? Very confused. I don't understand what's happening. I don't get arrays at all. If I rotate this like 180 degrees, it just goes nuts. Why? I'm under the impression something got messed up here. Oh, the rotation got messed up. I see. Replace the rotation. And now the empty. There we go. That's right. Now we've done it. Arrays kind of suck. Instancing for the win. I don't know how to do instancing. I don't even really know what that means, all things considered. That being said, I think I just solved the problem. Yes? Little one? Yes, little one? What would you like? What? Why are you crying? You want to come say hi to stream? Alright, come say hi to the stream. What are you crying about? What are you crying about? You want to come hang out? What are you crying about? Say hi. Use your big girl voice. You were just using it. Come on. Nope. Doesn't care. There you go. You can sit on my lap. Hello. Her name is Scout. For anybody curious, this is Scout. You want to jump up on the table? Come on. Nope. She just wanted a meow. She's gone. That was it. That was all she wanted. She just wanted to throw a little bit of a fit. As per the norm. Okay, so I'm thinking like 90 degrees. What the heck? Okay, Simo, what is instancing? How would I do instancing? Can I click a vertice and make it like a point that I make another point on? That would be dope. That's like exactly how mentally I want to be able to do this. Oh gosh, how would I do that? Doing this manually is going to be a real pain in the ass. Hold on, I'm going to Google it. While you tell us, I'm going to Google it real quick. You can draw an object on every vert of a mesh. That's exactly what I want to do. That is 100% exactly what I want to do. How do I do that? There are currently 3 ways in Blender. Properties, object properties, instancing. This creates an instance of all children of this object on each vertex for mesh objects only. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of the array. I'm here. And I have all the vertices that I want selected. So now I'm going to go to Objects, Properties, Object Properties, Properties, Object Properties. Where would we find that? Properties. You had the right tab. Okay. Which one? Object properties. It's the yellow rectangle. Instancing. There we go. Vertices. I'm confused. What am I doing? So I have vertices selected. But you have to select the objects in a certain way. Okay. I see. And I can only do all vertices? You can't do select vertices? This will be very interesting to learn this. Hold on, I am reading real quick. Basic usage. Vertice basic usage. All you need is a base object. I think you can limit it to a vertex group. Interesting. You know what? I have a different idea. Hold on. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I'm going to do this just the shotgun way that I can think to do it real quick. We're going to call you gym placement. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go to edit mode. We have everything that we wanted selected. I am going to go to select, invert selection, delete vertices. Now I have just the vertices that I want. Yep, perfect. And now I can go back and do this. So how do I do it? First, in object mode, select the base object and shift left mouse to add the circle to the selection. And then Control P or object parent object to parent the base object to the circle. Oh, well, circle is the, got it, I understand. So we want to select the base object and then add it to the instance. So we're going to shift on the vertices, just get rid of the Laurel. Shift. And then it wants us to press Control P. Set parent to objects. Now the circle is the parent of the monkey. If you move the circle, the monkey will follow it. With only the circle selected, enable instancing vertices. Okay. That kind of worked. Align to vertex. Yes! Okay, yep, I'm seeing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're removing the instances. Okay, so let's go back real quick. Hold on, we're here. We've done it. So we want to control P, set parent to keep transform. I don't know why it looks so weird. Okay, so let's put this at 0 real quick. Oh, I'm dying. First things first, let's push it down to where we want it. Very sorry for sneezing on stream, but can't help it. I'm sick. So let's push this down to where we like it. Right there. So that's the correct measurement. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, it already did it for us. So now we can just go 0. And I can pop it up a little bit. It's still not perfect, but it works pretty well. Okay, so now the question is, how do I rotate it correctly? So if we go... You can set it to rotate based on normals. How would I do that? Oh, well, I don't love that. This looks a little bad. Is there any way to convert these into a mesh now? And then I can separate by loose parts? Separate it in edit mode? But they're all different. Yeah, they're all different though. They're not all lining up. You can make them different objects. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay. Let me guess. How am I going to do this? We're going to go to gym placement. We're going to convert to mesh. How am I going to do this? Instance, parent. Transfer mesh data. Nope, let's not do that. How do I I turn them into regular objects? Rearranging orientation. Instancing vertices as a modeling tool. Into real objects, select the icosphere and make instances real. Object, apply, make instances real. There it is. Object, apply, make instances real. There we go. We've done it. Or Control A, as Simo has said. That's all right. Okay, so I want to go back to this. And then we want to apply, make instances real. And I think we're good. So here's the idea. I'm going to take you. We're going to transform Z by 30 by 60. Oh, it's not perfect. Oh gosh, I didn't think about this. I didn't think. Oh, I didn't realize it was tilted. Oh, I have to do everything like... Okay, tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. Delete you. Delete you. I only have to do this one time, so let's just do it correctly one time. And it's fine, and I'll make it work. So we'll do like 10. And we'll push you up just a little bit. Just like that. In fact, I think that means we want to go just a little bit more. No, 10 was fine. And I will go ahead and mirror you across the Laurel. So there should be one over here now, and it should match up, and it looks pretty decent. I'm kind of cutting a little bit. And then you, how did you get all jacked up? So you, let's go ahead and put a mirror on here, and it's going to be the Laurel. And we're going to switch it to 120. Yes. Yep, 120 it is. And again, the Y can be 10. The Y is actually less than that. It's going to be 5. Don't ask me how that makes sense. I don't know. I botched this. This was a very complicated set of things that I had to do, and I botched it a little bit. We'll say 130, 125. There we go. That's okay to me. I mean, it's. I'm starting to notice some things that I don't love about it. It's not perfect anymore. It's not as good as I liked it to be, but it's not terrible. And we're running out of time, so I'd like to just finish it and then think and give myself some time to process. So yeah, this is fine. This actually looks all right. Oh, that one actually looks bad now that I'm looking at it. Nope, 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 nope. You are bad. Why do you look so weird? It's the 5, I think. 2. And that, I think, needs to go back to 120. It looks a little better. Man, it's hard to tell. We'll keep it like that for now. Okay, so colors. What color are we going to make these gems? My first instinct is really dark purple. I'm also thinking it might be nice to do these ones separate. So hear me out. We're going to go ahead and make a copy, and this is going to be called Jewel 2. And I'm just going to make these guys like green, just so it looks quite different. Oh, they're still bound to each other. That's weird. Why are they bound to each other? Can I unlink them? Object, links, relations. Why are they linked? That doesn't make any sense to me. No, but if I change the material... Like if I change this one right now, and it's a completely different material, they all change. Why? How are they linked? It doesn't make any sense to me. Are they like a part of a vertex group? Doesn't look like it. I don't know how to change that. Yeah, I mean, they're all the same. Go to the material menu. I'm in the material menu. Yeah, they have object data linked. That's for sure what it is. So how do we stop that? How to unlink objects. Let's Google that real quick. Blender, how to unlink objects. Go to edit mode. With face selected, choose the parts of the object you want to unlink. Press P to open the separate dialog. That seems not like how that should be done, but if you feel that way... Why would that work? Oh, it just deleted... Just deleted a bunch of stuff. What the heck is going on? There's like weird ghosts everywhere. Okay, tell you what. I'm not going to think about this right now. We're going to make them all the same color. They're the same color. That's the way we're going. And the colors that I'm thinking... Let's put the IOR down to this. Huh. If I abstract this a little bit by adding a Verneuil texture and just upping that scale a bunch, that doesn't help us. There we go. That's kind of what we want. Each face can have shades on it. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And we're going to choose a color we really like. Like, I'm thinking we want like a dark lilac-y color, like 0.5 of that. And then we want like a goldeny yellow. We're going to go really hard on the lilac. Should be as brilliant as possible. And it just is not looking right. Something is wrong on this guy. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Maybe we could put some object info on here, and by that I mean geometry. Oh, there we go. That's the aesthetic right there. Yep, perfect. So we'll give it a lot more orange to work with. And that purple... Hello, little baby. I hear you meowing. What do you want? What do you want? You are covered in wax. What the heck happened to you? Did you dip your tail in a candle? I think my cat dipped her tail in a candle. That's lovely. That's what you like to see. It's my favorite thing about cats is their ability to like absolutely self-destruct themselves and then just be like, hey dad, what's going on? Okay, looking at this, I like this, but I think I also really like the Freshnel. So I'm going to take both and combine them together. I think this is sort of mandatory for what we're doing. So let's multiply U by U. Clamp. Multiply did not work. Power? I'm not sure what to do here. I want like a crazy color. I guess red is definitely like the color I should be using. So let's go 0 for the red. Really high density red. And then we'll go dark purple. Like 0.75, no, 0.65. That's not what I wanted. 0.7. And then we gotta do something with this metallic to make it look a little bit... Whoa! I'm gonna blind myself looking at this thing. No, definitely better with the metallic. Definitely better with more metallic too. This definitely needs to be made darker. 6/8. It just looks so artificial. It looks so not real. How on earth am I supposed to fix this? Oh, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I got away. I figured it out. We're here. We're here. I've done it. Okay, so I'm going to put a mapping node on a texture coordinate generated. I might switch that to object here in just a second. But we're going to lower our scale a lot. Like so much. And then I should be able to bring this down to like a 1 point whatever. And it's not clinging to the faces as well as I want it to. But it is there. How on earth are you supposed to make a gym? Okay, well, you know what? For the time being, this is going to have to do. This is our gym. She's got some issues. Oh, that's too small. Why does it look like that? Why is it a little paper thin line? What is that? Why does it look like that? I can't wrap my brain around this. I don't know what's happening. Something very strange is happening. I think this is not it. I think this is not how we want to do this. Oh man, I should just like follow a tutorial on this. I'm not sure what I'm even looking at. Very strange the way that it reflects light like that. Why is it so weird? All this being said, if anybody has any extra stuff you want me to make, now would be the time to suggest it. It seems like kind of a chaos day, so if you have any chaotic ideas, feel free. Well, that's terrible. Man, this is pretty rough. Okay, so ray length actually gives us something interesting. So I might take ray length and apply some math to it. So yeah, let's do ray length, and I'm going to multiply it just a little bit, and we're going to say that's probably got to be it. I can't imagine anything else really working for us here. So we're going to hit multiply by 2. And that's our gym. For the time being, I'll try and mess with it and see what I can do with it, but that's our current gym. It's going to be purple up close and red from far away. So the closer you get, the more purple it gets. I kind of want to lower that sensitivity a little bit. Or maybe up the sensitivity. Hold on. Nope. 1.1. 0.5. There you go. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so that's as best as we're going to be able to do it right now. So that's our crown. It's been a weird stream, but that's our crown so far. Alright, we got any ideas for things people want to see aside from this? Let me back on out of here. Okay, these guys are still on the old jewel, I think. No, they're fine. Why are they not? I see. Chaos Emeralds and all that. That's a cool look. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe that should have been our fresh now. Oh well. I ain't worried about it. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on to something else. What am I going to make? What do I want to do? What would you have with a crown? What matches crown stuff? I'll put a little pillow under it. Let's make a pillow. It's got to sit on something, right? So the jewels, we have pretty much everything up here. So I'm going to call you crown. I will call you diamond and your emerald, and you guys can go up here with the crown, and we're going to hide you. And we're good. Delete. Delete. We're set. Now a pillow. A royal pillow. What does a pillow look like? A pillow has a very specific shape. There's a couple of different kinds of pillows. I'm going to make one with a button. So, I'm going to make... Oh man, am I really going to sit here and sculpt this thing? I guess I am. So, let's make ourselves a cylinder. While we're here, I might as well grab all of this. No, I'll wait until we're done with our pillow, actually. So, pillow time. We got a pillow sitting here looking like that. Maybe like that right there. Okay, let's make it. So we're in Sculpt. I'm going to go ahead and remesh it to there. And we're going to just start going. Digging in on this guy. I set the wrong surface as my primary surface, but it shouldn't be a big deal when it comes to this. We basically just want to combine these points together to make kind of a ridge, and then I'm going to take that ridge and add some fluff to it. Everything's going to get fluffed while we go. So we're just making circles first. Okay, so we'll say that's about right, and I'm going to dig in just a little bit on the sides. This is going to end poorly for me, I think. Just like this. I probably should have used up and down symmetry. I'll do that in just a second here. But it might not matter if we get this close and we're done. So we got that all settled, and then we're going to just round it out, make it nice and round like a pillow. And we're looking pretty good. Next, what do we got? top face. Haha, we're good. And I'm going to remesh it, and then it should just be a simple thing of grabbing all of this and meshing this all together. And if I do this correctly, we should just look good. It should just be done. And then I'm going to puff it, and the puffing is where we're going to draw most of our pillow shape from. But first off, I'm just making a saucer, a flying saucer. That ain't half bad. Okay, so that's our primary shape. Now I'm going to dig a little hole in here. Why is it going up and not down? Oh, what? I thought for sure I was... Okay, never mind. So this is where the pillow's gonna go, or the little button's gonna go. So I'm gonna crease this a number of times while we go, but primarily we're just coming out here and just bulking all this up. And since everything is shaped super weird, it's not giving us the best time. Come on. It's being really weird. It's doing some very weird stuff for us here. How do I fix it so it's not just going based off of view? You know what? Let me go to object real quick. Let's hit apply to everything and see if that changes anything for us. There we go. Hey, Simo. You have yourself a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you, as always. All right, pillow time. Look at that. Lots of love in chat. All right. It's a weird looking pillow for sure. So we're going. We got a nice weird looking pillow. Just gonna keep with it. And our only goal now really is just to put a button on this thing. And to paint it, I guess. So I think I'm going to call it there. And then we're going to dig in just a little bit on the clay. Actually, maybe a thumb would be better. Let's do thumb real quick. Okay, thumb is definitely not the way to do that. Instead, I will do it like this. And we'll take the corners of this and round it out a little bit, like that. I'm going to stick a button right in there. And now we're going to take the whole thing and cloth it up just a little bit. Just a little bit, just to make it look kind of real. We're going to have to mesh all this later anyway, so it's going to get a little jank when we're done. There we go. Kind of a weird deflated pillow there. Sure, we'll keep it like that. Now, shade it smooth. And let's put a button in it. And I should definitely remesh it, or not remesh it, retopo it, but I'm going to do that later. If I try to retopo it now, I'm going to lose my mind. So we're just going to go for this. So, cylinder. We're up, we're out, we're small. It's a button. We're going to go into edit, we're going to grab it, and we're going to punch a little hole in this guy. All around here. Extrude along normals on up. Now, we have to punch 4 circles in here. And this is the part that I'm sort of like, what on earth, how are we going to do this? So let's really look at this thing. I think if I grab you and you and you, and then we punch a hole in each of these, individual. Please don't do that. Individual, there we go, just like that. That looks all right. Okay, so now the goal is to round them out correctly. That doesn't look terrible. I'll repeat the same thing for you. Repeat, repeat. And then we'll grab each of them. And we'll bring them together. Just like that. I realized I didn't do the same thing on the bottom, and I should have done that. Ooh. Oh no, what have I done? All right, tell you what, we'll just do it. We'll do it again. So we want this one. And right across from it, we want that one. Correct? Correct. And then we want this one, and we want the one right across from it. That one. Correct. Cool. Problem solved. Punch a hole. Do individuals. Make sure they don't overlap. Same thing. We're going to make them nice and round. Repeat a bunch of times. Grab each of them, squinch them together, and we're going. And we're bridging. Bridge. Bridge, and we're good. Boom, that's a button. So if I take it and I put a little bit of subsurface on it, and I don't love the idea of doing this, but just to see it. Actually looks so good. Oh, she's beautiful. Cool. Let's push her down into the pillow. And if I wanted to make sure that it's just in there correctly, we could probably flatten some of these vertices, I think. So let's go ahead and get rid of that cylinder, and we're going to grab these two guys. Actually, I'm going to grab all of this. Like that. And we're going to average them. Double check that our button fits. Whoa, too much, too crazy, too wild. And we should be good. That's close enough for me. That looks good enough. Okay, cool. So let's make the whole thing together now. So what comes next is I'm going to make this button into something. The button is going to be hard, but the pillow should be pretty easy, I think. And I definitely have to re-topo this thing, but I'm not doing that right now. So, let's do the pillow first. Pillow's easy. Pillow's going to have a very high roughness. I think it's going to have kind of a deep yellowy green color. Like a 0.07. And it's this color right here. Come on. Right there. Cool. Now it needs some stuff. So let's go ahead and give it some little characteristics, I think. Sheen is probably the biggest one that we want. It should probably have a lot of sheen. Clear coat. No, it would not have clear coat. Dare I say it should also have a little bit of subsurface that's like this color. Like that color right there. Oh, it's hard to say. 0.01, just the tiniest amount, just to give it that velvety look. Yeah, that'll do. And last but not least, we're going to make the button. So I'm going to call you Green Velvet. The button. Oh wow, we're actually dropping a number of frames today. I gotta check my internet, make sure we're not losing too much. Okay, so the button should be probably fully metallic. Should probably be decently shiny. Low specular, no sheen, no clear coat. It's probably going to have a color ramp. And it's probably going to be rusted a little bit. Rust, I don't know, it probably shouldn't be rusted. But at least it'll be between two different colors. So we'll do like that, and I'll go ahead and just pick two colors that are pretty close to each other. We'll see how we feel. Like 0.6. I'm going to grab the exact same color. We're going to go like 0.5 or even less than that. And like 0.7. So there's just some like worn bits on this button. Why does it, you have to really mangle this thing to get anything out of it. Okay. Well, I think we can create the same effect in a couple of different ways by doing this. Now we could probably up that resolution a little bit. There we go. And it should have a good amount of sheen. Yeah, that'll work. And the sheen tint should be high. Perfect. So there's our button. So this is our little thing that we're going to put our crown on. So let me go ahead and pop the crown back into the setup, and we'll put them on top, and we'll call it a day. So, crown. We can get rid of this empty. We're not using it. We got a Laurel with 5 gems, but 2 of them are mirrored, so they look smaller. And we'll take the whole thing. Take the whole thing and we'll do this, and then we will rotate it just a little bit onto the pillow. And that looks pretty solid to me. I might try and like physics deform it by dropping the crown on it, but we don't have time for that right now. So that'll be something for later. But for the time being, this is the set. This is what we've done today. Again, it's my first stream back in a little bit. Feeling a little weird. Got a lot going on. But yeah. This is it for the day. So let's go ahead and save that. And I'm going to take a quick little break, and I will be back with some Pyre. I don't know how voice acting is going to work with my voice like this. So if I start dying, it'll be an early stream. Otherwise, business as usual. So I will be right back. Oh, look at Joe with his very scary emote all of a sudden. Alright, be right back.